Hey guys. What? No, I'm not scared. I'm just under a blanket because it's really cold and I'm preparing for my review. What's happening, guys? James here from Reflect the Screen, and I just got out of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the book that probably scared you as a kid, and if it didn't, how? Now before I get started, if this is your first time here at Reflect the Screen, welcome to the channel. This is a place where I drop content every single week, so don't miss out. Go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to go ahead and like the video below, share it with your friends, and in the comments let me know, did all of this scare you? As a teen, as a child? I mean, I was reading these books in elementary school. Now the story surrounds Stella and her friends. They find a haunted book at this mansion that was abandoned and owned by some really awful people. Now this book belonged to Sarah Bellows, a woman who is the center of a spooky tale. In the town, she's known as a woman who hung herself by her own hair, but not before writing scary stories. But they're not being written by anyone else. They're being written about the group. So now they have to race against the book and find out how to stop Sarah Bellows from writing scary stories about them. I'm not sweating, you're sweating. So let me go ahead and start off by saying I liked some of the stuff in this film, and there was a lot of stuff that I really thought sunk the movie. But let's go ahead and start with what I liked about the film. Now, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is produced by Guillermo del Toro, and he's a fantastic monster movie maker. I mean, in general, he's a great filmmaker, but if you've seen The Shape of Water, if you've seen Pan's Labyrinth, I mean, if you've seen Hellboy, you understand that he's great at crafting a world full of monsters and spooky tales. And you can tell that his influence was definitely found in the first half of the film, especially with the scarecrow sequence. Now, like I just said, the first half is really strong because it sets up a very spooky tone for the film. The Red Room sequence is fantastic, and there's also that one sequence with the big toe. Not my big toe. I'm talking about like a big toe and a thing of stew. Oh, you'll have to see it play out for itself. Now, I'm sure you're all coming here asking, is this film really scary? Did I really squirm in my seat and did I want to leave really fast? And the answer is no, because the movie's more clever than freaky for the most part. See, the thing is, that's where a lot of the positives end. There's a lot to really not like about this movie, like I said. Much of the film really isn't scary, and for me that was a letdown. Every single story that was told on screen, I wanted to be scared, and if you know me, you know I scare very easy. Just check out my Hereditary review. Yeah. Now, while the first half was really jam-packed with a lot of spooks and a lot of moments that I was having fun with, the second half of the movie is a complete drag. There's so much trying to be put into the story, and there's a lot of layers that to me feel like really unnecessary. I don't need all of this in a film, literally about a child's book that was supposed to scare us. The movie's almost 2 hours. Literally, you can go look it up. It's almost 2 hours long. That's way too much for a horror movie, in my opinion. Now, outside of Zoe Margaret Colletti, I didn't really feel like anyone did a good job acting. When the spooks kind of get a little dry, you're looking to the acting to prop the film up. Oh, that didn't happen. There was a lot of CGI where I wish there were practical effects, because the CGI moments, especially during the scary scenes, pulled me out of the movie because I just noticed it being so fake, versus if it was practical, I feel like maybe I would have been a bit more into the mood and the atmosphere of the film. So it sounds like I'm slamming Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and honestly, it's not the worst film of the year, but the film itself really has a lot of untapped potential. This should have been released around Halloween time. Why are you releasing it at the end of summer? The vibe doesn't fit. So if you understand Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and remember reading it as a kid, I think you should see this movie. But if you don't know anything about these books or anything about the entire series, you might want to consider just skipping this one. Alright guys, so that's my review of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel below, like this video, and share it with your friends. And in the comments below, let me know, what did you think about the movie when you see it, and did it scare you? And don't forget to check out Reflect the Screen on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll catch you at the next screening.